What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Here with you again is Great Peak, and today I'm going to be taking you on the book says ego is the enemy. Well, I've noticed that I've not been able to give out all the points because it's a very lengthy book and I cannot be explaining each and every point under 10 minutes video. So I actually have an IG page called Think and Live. Once you tap the IG page, I usually post a daily of 5 content from the book. So in case you're not able to cover everything up or you don't pick out all the points from this video, at least daily you can pick out 5 points. So let's get straight into the video. Great. Now before I start with the first point, quick reminder, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the share button. Now the first point I got from the book says that fractions of life. There is no one moment that causes a change in a person's life. It is caused by several changes. Now, what ego does, according to the book, he said it makes us to neglect the mundane things, saying the necessary things, which if those things are neglected, they later submerge later in the future, either spiritual, mental, physical, or whatever it is. And the way to avoid such a problem is to make obstacle the way. So we should go through the difficult things in order to avoid them being worse later in the future. Now, the second point says that don't fool yourself because you are the easiest person to fool. Why? You think you are more important in terms of value, whereby there are responsibilities you are supposed to take. But raising yourself at a standard whereby when you work with the people or when you are working with people around you, you think you are better than them. When there is a problem, you tend to push it onto them. Said that is the easiest way to fool yourself, and it's better to create a balance between responsibility and authority so that the necessary things that you need to grow up, you use it within yourself. The third point says ego is stolen, confidence is earned. Now when I came across this point, I was like, ego is stolen. It said your ego is as a result of something that have not been achieved yet, while your confidence is a result of an actual thing that has been achieved. Then he said, this is how it builds up. It builds up from competence. Your competence leads to your achievement, and your achievement leads to your confidence. So for the fact someone has an ego concerning something or a certain thing, is saying that yet the person does not have a stand on it. It's just based on the fact of a delusion of mere belief. So it's better to work towards, even though you don't have the accomplishment yet, it's better to work towards it on a daily basis. Fourth point says that detachment from results. It is very easy for you to be emotionally invested or infatuated with your results simply because you feel you have the skill, you have the talent, you have the confidence. But what is actually needed of you is your diligence, your persistency, and your self-awareness. Because those are the things you need to get your result. And he said fact is better than dream, saying a definite plan to achieve that goal is better than just dreaming about the goal. Now we are going to be going to the fifth point. The fifth point says talk. It is easier to talk than to commit to doing the thing that is expected, because when we talk too much, it gives us the delusion, or it confuses our mindset based on the fact that we feel we've done half of the goal, which has not been done. And he says something that it is better to keep silent, because silence is strength, especially at the early stage of your journey. So the more silent you are, and the more you listen to get better information, it gives you more energy to put in a lot of work. But the moment whereby you've already talked your plans, you've said everything you want to do, you actually feel that you've done something already. And that relaxes your nerve from pressing forward. Now the number 6 point says to do or to be, saying having the right and doing the right thing are two different things. What ego does is that ego crosses out what you are supposed to do and replace it with what does not matter. Simply saying that you are more of a people pleaser. You want to tell people what they want to hear rather than what they need to hear, or trying to frame your statement in the way whereby people are comfortable with it and yet they still no change, and yet they still do not change based on the way you pass your message. So it is expected that you should be more direct. You should be more direct and pass your information with more clarity. The last point says that you should be a student. I believe I've mentioned this in my previous video, but this point it gives a better explanation. It said being a student means being like a sponge. You absorb everything that is around you, you filter what is not needed, and you catch on to what is needed and what is important. I made a very important statement that if you are ready to be a student, a teacher will always appear. So your part as a student should be that your passion for whatever you are doing is not backed up by just your love for it or your likeness for it, but it should be backed up by a reason, a why to keep you driving forward. So thank you once again for joining me on this episode. Have a great day and God bless you.